What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Main checking in with the people again. We got 2 videos in one day. That's rare. But anyway, let's get into the topic. Now, we are talking PlayStation 4.5. Yes, so according to Kotaku, they saying that they got word that Sony is working on a PlayStation 4.5. Quoting the article, based on the conversation with developers who have spoken with Sony, this 4.5 PlayStation will include an upgraded GPU both to support high-end 4K resolution for games and add more processing power that can enhance the games supported by PlayStation VR. The headset will launch this fall. Now, it's unclear, they said, if it's going to be actually called the PlayStation 4.5. That's just the name that the developers have been giving it. They said one of them even called it a PlayStation 4.5K. Oh, no, PlayStation 4K. So, yeah, I mean, they also talk about here, like, they was down at GDC, and they overheard, like, people talking about it. And they also heard that Sony actually had a conference at GDC where they were talking to developers about the hardware and, you know what I'm saying, probably how to use it, what's going to have, and things like that. So, yeah, it looked like Sony might actually be working on a stronger PlayStation 4 called the PlayStation 4K or something like that. It's crazy news to hear that because, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a tough sell. Now, for starters, to get a console to run a game at 4K, it's going to take some beefy, strong processor units within there. So I'm trying to think, like, how are they going to put together a console that's going to be, able to, play games at 4K and at the same time have it at an affordable price for, consumers. Now, you know what I'm saying? And that also brings up another question about, are we going to be able to upgrade it? If you already own the console, are you going to be able to trade in your console towards the new one? Is it going to be similar to, like what Apple does with the iPhone, where, you know what I'm saying, you're on a plan, so whenever the new one comes out, you already can upgrade it as long as you're paying for that plan, or the upgrade price is significantly cheaper than what it would be if you bought it straight out. Because you got people who already own a PlayStation 4, and if they have to go out and buy a whole new console and a 4K ready console at that, that's not going to be cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what the numbers will be, but I mean, if you're just looking at PC gaming alone to run games at 4K, it takes, several hundreds of dollars. And that's just talking about the GPU, the processing units, just to get games to run at 4K. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pay full price for this upgradable console, I mean, I would probably still do it because I'm considered a hardcore gamer, so I'm going to want the latest and greatest tech. So of course I'm going to do it, but I'm just thinking about the majority of the consumers. I don't think they're going to get on board with this. And if you're spending all these hundreds of dollars to develop something like this, and people aren't buying it except for the minority hardcore group, like, I don't see how there's a profit in that. Like, from the business side, that doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. I really hope this isn't the case, to be honest with you, because I don't know. I just don't see how it's gonna work. And also we got to talk about the games. So if these developers are going to be making games that can handle 4K graphics, is it going to be something like exclusive to the PlayStation 4K or PlayStation 4.5? Like, are these games not going to work on a regular PlayStation 4? Or is it going to be a similar situation with PC where you're going to be able to tweak the graphics and other aspects of the title to, make the game run as capable as your console is? So, the article talks about this coming out this fall. It might be something they talk more about at E3 if it's true. It's all just a rumor right now, but Kotaku has been famous for leaking things, and I think some people were talking about the guy who either wrote this article or, somebody they quoted in this article was somebody who has a track record for being correct on things like this. So he might, you know what I'm saying? He might really have heard things going around about this. Now we know Xbox is talking about, having an upgradable console as well. So this also could be Sony, putting a word out there that they're working on something like this just in case to compete with Xbox as far as, them having a stronger console and Sony doesn't want to fall behind. This could just be a precautionary situation where they're just, putting that word out there just in case and actually working on it just in case Xbox does go through with something like this and is successful. They don't want to fall too far behind the wave. So yeah, it's a rumor, but I don't know. I got this feeling that it's true. I don't know. I said I don't want it to be true. If it's true, I would get on board, but I know a lot of people wouldn't. It's just because it's a gaming console. These things cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I don't know if they have the upgrade system, then yeah, they would really have to do a great job with having some type of upgrade system where you're not spending more than what you already spent to get the newer version if you already have the old version. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Apple does it where if you already have the phone, you can trade it in towards the new one and you're only paying X amount of dollars and it's nowhere near as what you would pay if you bought the phone outright. So if they can do something like that, then I can see this working and I can see this being the future. You know what I'm saying? Something that a lot of people would get behind in like an upgrade system. But if it's going to just be a retail price, no upgrading, I mean, you can always trade your console in, of course. But still, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, I can see this being a lot of money because it's going to be a 4K ready unit. So, like, that's not cheap. That's not cheap to do. So, a lot of questions, but a very interesting rumor. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments section. Are you all for this PlayStation 4.5, aka PlayStation 4K? Or you like, hell no, I ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, chime in down in the comment section, and I'll check it out in my next video. Peace.